Hey y'all, what's happening, Kim folks? I'm so glad to see everybody. I know we got to laugh a little bit this morning, but we are back. We are back. We are back. We're gonna handle this news. We're gonna handle these updates and have us a good old time as usual. Okay, the news ain't so heavy today, so we should have a wonderful time. At least I'd like to think so. Y'all make sure you hit your like button as you come in. How is everybody doing? Man, it's good to see y'all. Glad to see everybody that's here. Look, it's hot out there though. Y'all, I went outside. I thought I was gonna melt, baby. I thought I was made of ice cream. It was so for real. It was so for real, but I survived it. Okay. I thought I wasn't gonna make it, but I made it. So I'm glad to be back indoors online with y'all. Let me give y'all these updates. Before I do that, again, hit the like button, please. Make sure you hit that bad boy. And if you got an opportunity, share the stream on your social media. Let somebody else get the news. Let somebody else get a chuckle. They might need it. You never know. You never know. So let me start greeting everybody. Bianca, hello, beautiful. How are you? Kim Bird, how you doing, sis? So good to see you. Hey, God's anointed daughter, always a pleasure. Marion Reeves, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Uh-oh, Lala Chanel is in the house. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? How are you? We got Jackie Gaines. Hey, sis, how are you? Good to see you. Egypt Nile is in the building. What's up, sis? You working or you off? I'm glad you're here. Either way, we so happy to have you. We got Queen Mermaid in the house. How you doing? Yes, I pray all is well too. I'm so glad to see my sisters. Y'all know we also live on Twitch. Just to let you know, Miss MO1, you listening while you chewing. Ain't nothing wrong with listening while you chew. Nothing at all. I'll try not to make you laugh so you don't get strangled. Jean Jones, how you doing? You say you over there in Central Valley, California. All right, Jean. Welcome, girl. It's good to see you. Delicia, hi, sis. Bed-Stuy BK, what's going on? Grace and peace. I know that's right, darling. It's so good to see you. Hey, Cool Gamer, always welcome. Cool Gamer, pop in here, say hello, and just hang out with us. Delicia, thank you for also holding us down on Twitch. Latanya Hudson, hey, sister, how are you? DS, what's up, girl? The beautiful, the gorgeous, the awesome Nisi Rose is in the house, honey. Our Ghanaian supermodel is here. Hey, Mommy's Peanut. Evie is here, y'all. I'm so glad to see my baby. Mama's Peanut is in the building. LJ forever. Good to see you. You working and listening. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nacho Twins mama. Hey, lady. How you doing? Good to see you. Dr. J 1913. I'm so happy to see you as always. Happy 14 months to you. Happy 14 months. We love you. We love you. We love you. That lady don't talk all the time, but when she do, honey, she drops gems and drops bombs. So I'm so happy to see her here. I'm happy to see all of y'all here. How is everybody doing? I hope it's good news. I hope it's good news with everybody. And if it's not good news, I want you to claim better news. Okay? I want you to claim better news, claim a better day. claim deliverance, claim solutions. Okay, all that good stuff. We're doing all of that today. All of it. So listen, let's get into these news updates, y'all. It's rather interesting, if I do say so myself. It's rather interesting. If y'all hear me filing nails, don't pay me no mind, because y'all know I had to go and put my claws back on. I had a little while without my claws, and I started to feel like, ooh, I sure feel naked. So I put my claws back on. So I'm over here filing nails. So if you hear something going scratchy, scratchy, that's what it is. Okay. It is not the cat, it's me and this nail file. All right. Thank you so much. I think it's about a 180 grit, 180 grit, no 100 grit. Yeah, so that's what you're hearing is that 100 grit and these acrylics. Okay. It's not the cat. And it's not no static either. Okay. But sometimes we got to talk while we work. Okay. We're ladies. We got to multitask. We got to run houses, raise children, deal with men, pay bills, fix nails, fix hair, decorate. We got to do a lot of stuff. So, my life ain't no different than yours, baby. We all doing the same thing. I am not a superhero. I promise you that. So, first off, let's get into this weather and what's going on around the globe. It's some funny stuff happening, y'all. I got a theory or two, but I don't really want to get into it on the live so much. Hey, Zelene, what's up, girl? I didn't want to get into it on the live so much simply because, you know, I feel like my conspiracy theories, that's my own mania. It might not have nothing to do with nobody. But let's talk about Hurricane Fiona. Now, the update I got earlier today was that it was heading to Bermuda. Now, child, them people over there in Puerto Rico, baby, they got hit hard. They got hammered. They got hit hard by Fiona. I told y'all these storms was going to be nasty, and they have delivered. Not just the hurricanes, and the typhoons. And now we got this funny trend going on. And I don't know if y'all paying attention, but I am. There's all these, it's the earthquake situation. Earlier this year, we kept seeing, what you say, baby? Say when I say it's getting hotter, like it ain't finna be October, I'm telling you, but I told y'all it was coming. And God told you first, but we knew that the weather was coming. Any of us that have been paying attention, to the Revelations News Network, we knew that the seasons were gonna be like this, they were gonna be messed up. So, here we stand. Hey, Candace Lane. And so in any event, the hurricanes, Fiona don't look good. It's some more storms out there that's, brewing. Uh-oh, it's the beautiful CC Miller in the house listening and cooking. I know that's right. I told you we'd be over here multitasking. But it's another one brewing. I think the last I saw it was something coming up off the tip of Venezuela. But these storms is getting real iffy. They starting to look crazy. We don't know where they headed. We don't know what's going to happen. Again, y'all try to be prepared. Keep your tires in good working order. Make sure that you got gas or you got means to get it. Excuse me, y'all, because with the way they pulling the prices up and down, we never know how it's really gonna happen. But these earthquakes, the way they're popping up, it doesn't make me comfortable at all. Doesn't make me comfortable at all. And yeah, I told y'all, I warned you, I told you that water was too hot. And what's messed up and what's got me concerned is that the temperature is not dropping quick enough. And that means the water is going to continue to heat up, which means the hurricane season is started before it was supposed to, and it may end long after it's supposed to. So let's just kind of keep our heads about us. Hey, Kenya 330, Zelene, you said your baby got out of Puerto Rico. That's good. Thank goodness. Because right now they're saying 40% of the residents of Puerto Rico right now still ain't got no power. When it was on its way into Bermuda, they said it was a category 4, so that doesn't sound good. Biden did at least get that part right. He went ahead and approved disaster declaration so they could get federal funds, which is good because them people down there, they're being, real trouble. They need help. And what we seen what Trumpy did. He went down there throwing paper towels and stuff at people. I still don't know what the hell he smoked before he went down there. Hey, Deborah Harris. Hey, Lita. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Okay, my sister's on the way. All right, all right. So, at least they got that part right. But let's talk about these earthquake situations. So now, like I was about to say, y'all know I get distracted so easy. Y'all got to help me stay on task. So earlier this year, we kept seeing earthquakes in South Carolina, and y'all know that ain't normal. That ain't normal. Hey, Patricia Joaquin, what's up, sis? We started seeing them, and they were trying to tell us, oh, it's normal, it happens. And I know we had a couple sisters that's from South Carolina that was in the chat telling us that's not normal. I know I had never heard of it. I got family in South Carolina. We had never heard of that. You know what I mean? We have been in and out almost every state in the South most of my life, never seen earthquakes over there, and yet it was something that was happening. Then we just saw an earthquake over in Taiwan. Now we're seeing an earthquake and aftershocks that are heavy in Mexico. Y'all, something funny is going on. Something very, very funny is going on. And so, I just really want us to pay attention, keep your wits about you. Don't be surprised what direction you might have to take off and run into. But a six, what was it? I think a seven on the Richter, and then the aftershock was a 6.8 2 days later in Mexico City. Now ain't no tsunami alerts like it was over in Taiwan, but I would definitely say pay very close attention to what's happening. That's what I would suggest for everybody. Pay close attention to what's happening because, like, in the grand scheme of things, it don't look good. We can't figure it out. We know these people playing games. I absolutely know a climate lockdown ain't it. I do not want to be locked down when some bull crap jump off. I need to be able to run. Let's be very clear. I do not need, nor do I have a desire to be locked down with the earth shaking and storms coming. Like, I need mobility. I need to be able to get mobile, be mobile, and be on my toes. Not locked in no house and them controlling transportation and you ain't got no cars. Like, okay, did y'all ever think about that though? So with them wanting to take away people's means of transportation, if a storm or something happens and you need to evacuate, that means that you are literally at the mercy of your government to evacuate you. You can't get word early, be it from somebody who works behind the scenes or be it from the Holy Spirit or anywhere. You can't get word early and just leave because then they would be in control of transportation. I'm not comfortable with that. Lala say, right, this is not normal. As I always say, it's a day in the land of revelations. If you know, you know. It's very true. Very true. Kenya says she think they manipulating the weather. I mean, I don't know if I want to give them that much credit. I really don't. And the only reason I say that is because one, they're not half as smart as they think they are, and two, God is still in control. Three, the book told us that it was gonna get funky in the end, and now here we are at the end, and it's showing up getting funky. My thing is, until people start getting their Raptor airline ticket, we need to make sure that we're able to, sustain ourselves and get out of tough. I don't want to be in no situation where I'm just a fish in a barrel. I'm not interested in it. Is what I'm getting at. I'm not interested in being a fish in the barrel. That's all I'm saying. Right. They don't have that kind of power. They wish they did. Oh God, they wish they had it, but they don't. But they really do. These people are evil in real life. If they had that kind of power, girl, do you know they would have turned that machine toward Africa, killed everybody over there, and just went and walked in and took all of the natural resources and any of the people that happened to have been left over. I'm telling you, that's what would have happened. Look who we talking about now. Let's be real. These people don't have no conscience. They work for the devil. Ain't nothing they won't do. If they had the ability, they would. They would. Lala says exactly. They're trying to take our cars away purposely so that we don't have a means to escape. Can we say Armageddon? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What's up, Tom G? Say one-way tickets like the Russians are getting to avoid voluntary conscription. Oh, yeah, them people say they don't want to be drafted. Hell, I don't blame them. I don't want to be drafted either. Like, I understand what Pootie Tang is doing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm going to tell you what's funny about that before we get to the next news story. What's funny about that to me is these are the same people that's online roasting him alive because he is trying to be civilized and not just going, all out, rocking out, just, taking everybody out of there. So now he's saying, all right, let's turn up the heat. Let's do it together. And they running for the hills. They running for the borders. They trying to get one-way tickets. Like, no, we don't want to go fight nobody. So in reality, you going to have to fight. Like, ain't no way out of that. Like, I don't know what you thought this was. Y'all want him to turn up. He got to turn up. That means y'all got to help him turn up. Hey, Paige, what's up, girl? You ain't late. You ain't late. You right on time. So that's neither here nor there, even though it's here and there. So now let's go to California. Okay. California always in the news, y'all. I'm sorry to my California folks. I'm so sorry. But let me tell y'all what's going on. Let me tell y'all what's going on in case you missed it. This is y'all state. And I'm finna talk about your governor a little bit. Okay. It ain't all bad. His report card ain't all bad today, but we got to talk about it. Right. Seriously, his people wanted him to do more. He doing more. Now they running. What you running for? Who the team said you asked, I answered. Okay. Dr. J said that's why it took me so long to build my home. Steel beams instead of wood, hurricane windows and shutters that will come down if the wind is over 100 miles an hour. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Paige, you out there in California too? I ain't know. We got a lot of Cali girls up in here. Child, you say we sorry too. Well, I gotta tell y'all what's going on. So dig this, right? So y'all's governor has an Assembly Bill 2188, which he just signed. Now, this one, I don't think it's so bad. But this one prevents employers from denying employment or firing somebody because they smoke the devil's lettuce while they're not at work. So, in other words, even if you fail a drug test for the devil's lettuce, you know, the bubble gum, the Mary Jane, the reefer, okay, for all that there, even if you fail a drug test, as long as you don't have it or doing it at work, they're saying that they can't deny you employment, nor can they fire you for it. Now, employers are allowed to use that. Hold on one second, child. Hold on one second. All right, y'all. My bad. I had to let somebody in because people need to check my sink. Um, but yeah, now they say they will be checking still if it's a construction job or if it's something where they got to do like a federal clearance. Then you know they'll have to because you know um the devil's lettuce is not legal federally. It's state by state. Baby girl say, because anyone doing anything medical does not need to be firing up no time. Yeah, now if you at work, don't just be doing that. Hey, Silver Diamond. Yep, only construction or anything for federal clearance. That's the only time that they'll still be checking. Hey, Marilyn. Okay, my sister up in here. Here we go. So listen, I said, all right, that's fair. So then now that's an assembly bill. Then they got Assembly Bill 1706. This one, hold on, let me not go too fast. I'm getting ahead of my shadow. Now they did say the people say y'all can't smoke at work and don't have it with you at work either. Though don't smoke at work, don't tote it with you at work. Now he also signed Senate Bill 1186. Now that one will keep like localities from being able to stop people from getting they devil's lettuce delivered. Now if they getting the devil's lettuce delivered, you can't do nothing to them. They got a right to get their devil's lettuce delivered. Now that's the Senate Bill 1186. Now this other Assembly Bill 1706, that one will allow people to get rid of old devil's lettuce convictions. So if you got charges for the devil's lettuce, the Assembly Bill 1706 will help you get that off your record. Okay, that's what they're saying. Now, all of these expected to go into effect by 2024. He also signed a bill. Now, this one's a little weird. It's a little creepy. Mm-hmm. Paige, what you say, devil's lettuce? You gonna use that one? Use it, girl. Yes, the devil's lettuce. Okay. So now this the other thing. Now this is the one he signed that's a little creepy. He also signed a bill that allow people to use human bodies as compost, and that's starting in 2027. So as of 2027, you can be used as compost out there in the state of California. Evie said, I don't agree with that, but I don't live there, so it's cool. Right. Mm-hmm. Dr. J said, well, you can't be in my lettuce room. Build a room for my lettuce. Ain't nothing wrong with building a room for your lettuce. If you're a vegetarian and all. I left them vegetables alone long time ago. Sure did. But ain't nothing wrong if you like your vegetables. But the human bodies as compost, I find that one a little bit creepy. If your people want to do that to you, they can do it to you. They can use your compost, and they say what they're gonna do is put you in a steel container and it's reusable. So I guess after they turn you to compost, they can just wrench it out with the water hose and slap another body in there. Okay. So what they're gonna do is throw you in a steel container, cover you in some wood chips, put some flowers on you because they say that'll aerate the soil, and then they'll let you go ahead and break down into the dirt, and then they're gonna use that dirt, you know, the dirt will be ready to use. And they say this is a climate friendly option. That's it, everything is gonna be climate friendly. That is the verbiage for everything they doing. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Absolutely creepy. Absolutely. First of all, it ain't gonna be safe. That's why they started making people put folks in proper caskets and whatnot, because you can contaminate the ground and the water with dead bodies. Okay, it's a little thing called putrefaction, and I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna get around that. But what do I know? What do I know? Half these people eat human flesh anyway. They're a bunch of cannibals. Hell, I know y'all done heard of adrenochrome, but I ain't gonna get into it. Hey, Paige, they see this is why my family we get cremated and request the ashes. You never know what they do to your body once you're in the ground. I don't trust them. Child, they probably be in there carving up steaks and all kind of stuff. I don't trust them weirdos either. And they telling you what time it is. They making it legal, and this is what they gonna do. If they can talk your family into it, or how black people don't like to have life insurance and drop dead, and everybody want to get a GoFundMe or pass the hat. I can see it coming up if they keep doing that with GoFundMe be saying we're not gonna allow y'all to raise money for funerals no more, and they'll be pushing you to just go ahead and turn Big Mama into some dirt and put it around some squash. They climate friendly so they can kill people and use it for the greater good. Hello, you see it? You see it? Don't be surprised when they say y'all can't use GoFundMe no more. Y'all gonna be backside the road selling chicken and spaghetti dinners and chitlin dinners. Get you some life insurance before you end up literally pushing up daisies, or at least fertilizing them. Okay. So now next up, since I done brought you that little piece of disturbing news, let's go ahead and take it out of the disturbing just for a little while and head into Facebook and Google, honey. They is laying off people. They is laying off people, y'all. Facebook and Google. Right, Tom G. Ethical is another buzzword. Oh yeah, they already in here virtue signaling and pulling bull crap. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in just about a minute. Okay, Catherine, what you say? Say not past the hat. Let me talk to my daddy right quick. Talk to your daddy, because they'll pass the hat. They'll get out there, do a barbecue fundraiser, be selling them tired plates with that dry rice and cold macaroni and cheese that ain't got enough egg in it, and be trying to raise up money to drop you in a pine box, because if not, you're gonna end up fertilizing some yellow squash and okra. I'm just telling you. Lala said exactly, it's gonna be fish fries and cookouts all over the place just to raise money for expenses. Oh yes. Oh yes, and I can even see them pushing up the cost of burials just to kind of force you into that position of having to, turn Big Mama into begonia food. But anyway, Facebook and Google with the layoffs, child. Facebook, they stalled out. Their growth stalled for the first time in their entire history. They have always been growing, 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 baby. This is the first time Facebook is not growing. Let me give you 3 guesses why. Chances are it's because they keep trying to censor people and make people say only what they want to say. This liberal agenda is some bull crap. And I blame black folks because we jumped on it hook, line, and sinker. Sometimes we got to look at the bigger picture. Everybody smile at you is not your friend. Everybody that smile at you is not an ally. Everybody that smile at you ain't to be trusted. Okay? but that's neither here nor there. However, so due to their problematic, behavior and operations, their growth has stalled for the first time in their entire history. Gene said California is full of poo. When it's time to vote, they come with all kind of trinkets. Oh yeah, that's why they doing the devil's lettuce bill, because they figure that's all black folks care about is the devil's lettuce and hunching and getting abortions. That's all they think we care about. So they figure, well, we'll give them a gimme on the devil's lettuce and take some of the charges away, and that'll make them vote for us, so we can take away their cars, take away their property, take away their rights, and lock them in the house, and make sure they don't even have fresh water. That's the game they play. Okay, they think we stupid. And what's sad is some of our people really are, and that's the sad part. It's again neither here nor there. Okay, but their growth is stalled for the first time in their entire history, and so what they're having to do is cut expenses by 10%. And how they gonna do it? Layoffs. Right, give a weed bill and add cannibalism bill. Like what? Sure did. And guess what? On the only thing that a lot of our people, black people, gonna pay attention to is the devil's lettuce bill. They gonna skip all past Big Mama fertilizing the garden. They gonna skip all past that. All past it. Okay. Now, Google, they doing layoffs. And mind you, this is just after they did a whole hiring spree all last year. I mean, they was hiring people like they was passing out money, baby. Now they laying people off. Now they asking some of the affected employees to apply for other positions in the company. What I don't understand is why the hell you asking them people to apply for other positions in the company when all you got to do is move them to other positions? You see how that works? Or apply for something. Just apply for something so that way they can say, well, you didn't apply, you can't get unemployment. You see the game? Miss MO1 said a lot of people have stopped using Facebook or got rid of their pages altogether. Yes, because people get tired of getting put in Facebook jail for telling the truth. That's right, Peanut. Tell them y'all like this video, okay? So you're right. Everybody ain't your friend. Sure ain't. Sure ain't. You better learn how to recognize who, what, when, where, how, and why. Okay. So now the next thing that we need to talk about, this started in California. So let's go ahead and go there. Baby, I don't know if y'all drive Uber, if you have relatives that drive Uber, if you've driven Uber part time or ever, if you ever consider, well, if things get tough, I'll do it again. Well, let me let you know, it ain't gonna happen like that. Let me help you out. Uber Honey says that what they about to do is get rid of all gas powered cars. They say by 2030, if you want to drive for Uber, you was being stalked in Facebook. Oh, that's messed up, sis. I hope you didn't know the person. But by 2030, if you ain't got no electric car, you ain't driving for Uber, is what they said. By 2030, if you don't have no electric car, you ain't driving for Uber. You heard it. I say, oh well, lift it is. But they say that by 2030, if you ain't got no electric car, that is blocking all regular drivers. Hey Rochelle, yeah. So they say by 2030, if you ain't got no electric car, they gonna block you, meaning you're gonna have to have a Tesla, a Polestar, one of them Ford Mach E's, the Mustang Mach E or whatever. um, yeah, Uber about to lose money, left, right, and center. They about to lose money because first of all, and get this, why they making these demands? They don't have no type of nothing in place to defray the cost for these people having to buy electric cars. And let's talk about what that would really mean. Let's talk about what that would really mean. What that would mean is they would have to, even if they got electric cars, they got to take less fares, so they're gonna make less money because they got to stop and charge up them cars. That's number one. They can't gas up and keep moving. Number two, if they go get an electric car and they making payments on it, that takes away from their cost. So now you don't have as much take home because you got to make a car note on an expensive behind overpriced electric car, which the price went up because your government started giving subsidies or tax breaks on it. Then then the people who can't afford to buy a car, if they try to rent the car, they gotta take a certain number of fares just to pay the rental fee, and then they're really not gonna have no take home. So really and truly, what the baby said is on point. Uber finna lose all their drivers. I hope Lyft don't turn stupid, baby, because Uber has lost their goddamn mind. Are you done? Y'all hold on one second. Okay. But yeah, so let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. You say letting the government talk them into that. I hope the kickback is enough. But we're gonna talk about that because the government don't really have to talk you into it when one of the entities that more or less controls a lot of the government moves owns a great deal of your company. Okay, so we got to look at all of that. Right. I ain't buying no electric car. They can kiss my foot. Yeah, Uber been on some BS for a while because apparently this is something that they have been offering as a service. And at first, they was only offering this service, exclusively in cities in California, of course, and in Dubai. And then they started spreading it to other cities, and now they're saying they're gonna make it platform wide, electric or nothing. Right, not as many haul rides due to less charging stations. What they're doing is trying to make sure you do not have a means of taking care of yourself at all. That is the game. They do not want you to be able to take care of yourself at all costs. That's the only thing they worry about. And they're working vehemently to make sure that you can't take care of yourself. Okay? Tom G said this obsession with electric cars annoys me so much. To generate the electricity to charge them is just as damaging to the climate as they're trying to protect. Exactly, because those charging stations run off electricity, which they're having to use fossil fuels in order to power the electricity because they're refusing to use nuclear power, which is a cleaner source of power. So everything they're doing that they blame it on the environment, all they're doing is lying. All you got to do is pay attention to what they're doing and you'll see that they're lying. The problem is, I wonder and I worry that enough of our people are not paying attention. No, they're not going to make those electric because they can't. But, you got Gavin Newsom that's sandbagging the creation of nuclear reactors so they can supply enough power to the citizens and residents of California. But then he still gave permission to burn diesel, which is the dirtiest source of fuel ever. Dr. J say it's not enough places that have skilled mechanics to service electric cars. I can't get my golf cart fixed. Not only that, sis, you got to think about it. Who else does that cut out? It cuts out the regular mechanics. It cuts out the shade tree mechanic. Y'all starting to see a trend here? They're trying to manipulate and change things so that regular people have no means of taking care of or supporting themselves. Hey, Red Majestic Diva, they want you to be completely dependent on them so they can control what you have. And if you don't obey, you don't survive. Okay? Straight up. Lala say, if I wanted an autonomous car or electric, I would have been in Back to the Future. Hello. You'd have been Marty McFly. So don't forget, sis, your electric bill gonna be high. Yes. Oh, girl, you better say it. Gene Jones said it costs you more money in California to work than not to work. Most people commute 2 to 3 hours one way to work. Ain't that something? I believe it because I remember reading a report a couple years ago about lawyers and people with very good jobs that were sleeping in their offices and sleeping in their cars because of the cost of living being too absorbent. And like this is a real problem. But yeah, that's what Uber got going on, baby. Just so you know. Just so you know. So now I got to go ahead and go where I normally go, telling what's going on and why we need to be concerned. So let's talk about school uniforms. Now, some of y'all know we had a family that we was donating to this month. The children actually needed school uniforms. Hey, Sharon Fona. And so we dealt with it. So why did I turn around and read after all of that about the school uniforms and how dangerous they are for children? That's the last thing I thought I would see. Needs to say this the same as knocking off the small business and keeping the big box stores open. Precisely. That is exactly what they're trying to do. They do not want you to have Ubers and Lyfts and things like that because they want you to be dependent only on public transportation so they can control and monitor where you go, how you go, when you go, if you go. But back to these uniforms, okay? Now, we were talking about these forever, what they call forever chemicals, the PFAS. Remember, I mentioned that before when we were talking about the fact that the water is dirty and the fact that the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, was purposely using filters and using testing equipment that only tested for a few chemicals when many more are showing up in the water and they're pronouncing water clean that is anything but. So now these PFAS or forever chemicals have reared their ugly heads again as it pertains to children's school uniforms. Now, this is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Let's talk about why. So, like I said, we talked about them before. These forever chemicals or PFAS, they are used to make stain resistant, water resistant type clothing. Okay, so these chemicals are linked to asthma, obesity, and infertility issues and other long term issues. These uniforms for these children actually have those forever chemicals of PFAS because they're trying to make them stain resistant, which it turns out it doesn't even work that great. The children have to wash them just as much as any of the other ones because y'all know little children be stank. I don't care who your cat, I don't care who your child is. Don't be offended. It's the truth. My children used to stink too. You get them from school, they've been running around out the door. I don't care how much deodorant you put on them. They hang around other children. They get sweaty and musty. You put them in the car, your whole car will smell like a box full of puppies. I have never seen children that don't stink. So when your children get home, you got to wash them clothes with forever chemicals or not, okay? Not to mention the fact that they say after 10 to 20 washes, all of it's off the fabric anyway. But meanwhile, what damage has it done to the child in the process? Okay? So you got to look at the uniforms have these chemicals, and they were also in and mainly they're finding them in the US and Canada. No surprise there. Needs to say those forever chemicals were found on food wrappers too. They sure were. They sure were. And so, okay, I know them children be so they be frowsy, boy. They if you let a kid catch you off guard, you will have a migraine centered in the middle of your forehead, and it'll all be funk related. I'm telling you. But anyway, so and they saying that the uniforms that are 100% cotton, those have a higher percentage of those forever chemicals than the synthetic fabric. Okay, so so that's why they pushing uniforms in colored areas in Houston. That's exactly why, trying to kill off the babies, the little they evil selves. I don't know why they want to hurt the children so bad. But anyway, they saying that it really just the only purpose it serves is to expose the children to the forever chemicals and increase long term health risks. Now the UK has almost all of their retailers, they own brands, they are PFAS free. Okay, but over here not so much, not so much. Okay. And the issue also with the forever chemicals is that they don't break down under normal environmental conditions. So just regular wind, rain, sun, just the regular degular is not going to break these things down, which is why they call them forever chemicals. And they persist in soil and water and can accumulate in the body when ingested. Okay. So now the school uniforms tested with high levels, then even the outdoor stuff. So even your tents and outdoor wear, the stuff from Dick's and the other sporting good place, North Face and all that. The school uniforms had a higher concentration of these forever chemicals than even your outdoors wear and outdoor stuff. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea of how much. So it ain't like I said, it's just not useful. Now California say they thinking about banning it. I don't know why they thinking about it instead of just doing it. I don't know why America hasn't banned it, but America, they just want to kill you and take your money, and use you and don't forget use you for fertilizer. That's what they want to do with you. Okay. Now Lala says they'll go to any length to harm us and our children, and they don't have remorse at all. This is all a part of their plan. Yeah, population reduction by making us buy all them child-sized coffins that they in such high demand for right now. So let's talk about y'all cousin Biden, your uncle. So this joker, I don't know if y'all was paying attention, but I was. He done ordered $3 billion for global food assistance. But get this, it's to prop up the farmers and to give subsidies and money to farmers in other countries. Guess how much money he kept out of the $3 billion for American farmers? $3 billion in tax money. $3 billion from American citizens. Guess how much of that actually went to American farmers? Just guess. I'm gonna take a minute while y'all guess. Tell me how many or how much of the $3 billion that Biden had ordered for global food assistance. Guess how much of the 3 billion taxpayers' dollars that Bicycle Boy actually kept for people who actually paid into this system? Guess how much? Just guess. I need some guesses. I want to see some good guesses as to how much was kept for the people who actually put the money in. Well, look at Queen Me with a winner right off the bat. $0. $0. Yes, girl, how you doing? That's exactly how much you kept for American farmers with American tax dollars. $0. $0. But I bet you if I look on Twitter right now, we still gonna see some ignorant black folks. And I hate that, we got to just call it a buck. They still ours for whatever reason. I don't know how to divorce people, but we need to divorce them. But they still on there. Oh, he the best president. Why he driving you into the poorhouse? No electricity, no transportation, no fuel. He don't even care if you freeze to death during the winter while everybody buying coffins under 5 feet long. But okay, that's y'all president, child, not mine. I didn't vote for him. Now, speaking of trifling presidents, we got a trifling one to talk about. He's the trifling president of days past, and that's y'all friend Bill Clinton. He ain't none of my friend, not crime Bill Clinton. Oh no. Well, Bill Clinton was at where him was at? I think it was at the Global Summit, the Clinton Global Summit, a global, what they call it, global initiative, Clinton Global Initiative. You can find it online, the Clinton Global Initiative. Okay. Now he was there pushing this great reset bull crap, and he had the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, there. Now, if you know anything about BlackRock and Vanguard, they're running the whole world. They got their hand into everything and controlling interest in almost every company, including Uber, including Google. That's why they moving like they move, because they actually work for the machine. They work for the WEF. Hell, they part of the WEF. Just like Bill Gates. Needs to say, I tried to get a bicycle man the benefit of the doubt. $0. Oh yeah, you tried it, girl. You tried to give him benefit and he came up with a goose egg, a whole zero. So anyway, on day two, here come the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, Dr. Claw himself, this evil sucker. And they sitting up there, pushing the ESG protocols, the environmental society governance. That's that bull crap from the WEF. They figure they're gonna hide everything under climate control, climate. Now if you notice, a lot of publications are being told to write climate crisis. Because once they call something a crisis, then they can lock you down, they can take your freedoms. Because hey, after all, the whole world showed them if they call something a crisis, everybody will bend over and spread their cheeks. Okay, so now they calling it a climate crisis. Dr. J say Bill better stay on his payment plan to Haiti. That's what he need to do with his funky self. I can't stand him or that man he married to. Tom G said Bicycle Boy was dazed again and couldn't make his way off the stage after his latest speech. He needs a chaperone. Now, what he needs is a long walk into the night. That's what he needs. But that's what they pushing. That's what they pushing. Now, BlackRock is already under scrutiny, honey. The attorney generals from 19 states that wrote letters to the SEC talking about how they using these government subsidies and tax monies to invest and make more money. So, we know they're crooked. We know they're illegal. The people in charge know they're illegal, but they all on the tape. So that's why they're not saying nothing. Now, if you want to check that out, that is in the New York Post. And yeah, Hillary's a hell of a man. She's a hell of a man. Okay. But anyway, so Clinton started calling basically saying those of us who pointing to the fact that they're lying and what they're saying is fraudulent. He said we client deniers. How the hell you deny the climate? I know it's hot outside. I also know you can't do a goddamn thing about it. What we denying is the lies you telling. It don't take all day to figure out it's hot as hell out there and it ain't cooling off. It don't take all day to figure out that the water too hot and these storms going to be nasty. It don't take all day for none of that. And we also know that the climate is in the condition that it is in. It's because of clear people. It ain't got nothing to do with black people and other indigenous people. It's got to do with clear people and your industrialism and your tearing down of rainforests and vegetation and your outright abuse of the planet, probably because it ain't yours. Y'all, shut up, Lisa. Shut up, Tamika. But I'm just saying, y'all the ones messing up stuff. It ain't us. So why the hell do we need to suffer? Because you animals, you abominations, thought it was okay to go around the planet mashing up the place. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. So that's what he was up there pushing. And then you got Larry Fink funky behind talking about what energy prices going up is a good thing. It makes more people, more investors invest in green technology, even though the numbers say that's a lie. Right, la la, climate deniers. These fools will come up with anything to push their agenda. But that's what the Democrats do. Anytime you catch on to the fact that they're working for Lucifer, oh, see, y'all are denying science. No, baby, we denying them lies you telling. Science is science. Show me the numbers on a piece of paper. Because every time we see the numbers on the paper, it don't match what you're saying. The math don't be mathing. Okay? And then you got Larry Fink talking about he want the International Money Fund and the World Bank to only lend money to countries that'll bow down to the WEF and those, the ESG, the Environmental Society Governance bullcrap. So in other words, if you don't want to bow down to the one world government, third world countries and underdeveloped countries, especially in Africa, won't be able to get any assistance from the outside world, even though the outside world, i.e., clear folks, done stole everything that they could steal from that continent, including people, ideas, intellectual property, minerals, and the like, including oil inclusive. And now, oh, well, we can't help you even though we done stole everything for you unless you want to bow down to this one world government. If you don't want to bow down and kiss the ring, if you don't want the mark, we don't want to give you no help, is what they're saying. So now, why are we talking about liars? Well, we slide over to the funny papers. While we talking about lies, we may as well talk about Fauci, the count of lies. Child, Fauci done it finally admitted that the lockdowns was harmful and a bad idea. Okay, he went on to call them draconian and said that they had deleterious consequences. But I don't want you to hear it from me. I want you to hear it from the liar himself. Yes. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Is my water running? Okay, y'all. I'm back. So anywho, that's what they got going on. So back to Fauci. I want y'all to hear the lies from his mouth. Cause I can't lie like he lied. He's experienced. Dad, what's up, girl? How you been? She'll say, just popping in to say hi, folks buying us drinks out here. Girl, you better go and get your drink on. We love you. Have a great trip. Be safe. Dr. J say this month, allergies, having people not being able to get out of bed. The people in the DMV, Cali, New York, when the seasons don't change the same. Oh, okay. Hey, Angie. She listening. Okay. So let me let y'all hear the lies he's telling out his own mouth, because I might not tell it right. Dr. J, thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. That was cool. That was super cool. So let me let y'all hear the lies for yourself. I do my best to capture the lies as they happen. As they happen. Candace said, I really need to move out the country. I'm sick of all this government mess. Girl, you and me both. Definitely say, hey, sis, all is well. Thanks for asking. How you doing? Child, I'm making it. I'm making it. I ain't gonna complain. Ain't that what they sing at all the funerals? I won't complain. It has collateral negative consequences. Just like you shut things down, even temporarily, it does have deleterious serious consequences on the economy, on the school children. You know that. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Did he say you know that? Is that what he says, y'all? Wait just a goddamn minute. So let's listen again. It has collateral negative consequences. Just like you shut things down, even temporarily, it does have deleterious consequences on the economy, on the school children. You know that. Okay. So now he say when you do draconian things like lock people down, even if it's temporarily, it's gonna have deleterious effects even on the economy, on children. You know that, he says. So if you knew that, sir, and you realized that lockdowns were draconian, why the hell were you? Why were you pushing for them? And don't lie and say you wasn't, Fauci. We heard you, dog. You was. So now, after the fact, after people are talking about that there was over 170,000 excess deaths during your lockdown, now that people are pointing out the fact that school children, hey, Queeno, what's up, girl? Now that they pointing out the school children are behind the curve and not able to catch up disproportionately in low income neighborhoods where the parents could not afford Wi Fi and were not able to spend time training their children and working with them on their schoolwork because a lot of them had to work. Okay. Now that all of these things have taken place, even some of the smaller children, they're saying that they're talking later. They weren't able to learn to talk on time because their parents were having masks on and they weren't able to see their parents and loved ones, their older siblings' mouths moving. All of these, as he says, deleterious effects. And when people tried to say that to him, he was just on Fox News saying the opposite. I want to say about a week ago, when dude was like, "Can you admit that maybe the lockdowns was too far?" No, no, no. Now you want to say, "Oh, you know that." Oh, everybody knows. You know that. You know when you do draconian things like lockdown, it's going to have a deleterious effect. Sir, stop with your little $5 words before one of us slap the hell out you and make change. Draconian, deleterious, my bull crap, my behind. This are all bull crap. At the end of the day, ain't no draconian, harmful, excessive, harsh Negro, not Negro, nig. You know what the hell you saying. Ain't no deleterious. It was harmful and criminal. And I'll be real happy one day when either you brought up in charges here on earth or the Lord bring you up on charges in front of the great white throne. Because you a whole murderer. You Dr. Mengele. But ain't nobody ready to address that part. Ain't nobody ready to address the part that the Democrats are cloaking for you. And that's why they letting you step down quietly before they not in control and they can't cover your butt no more. All the blood on that little evil troll of a man. But I ain't gonna go there. I just wanted y'all to hear that you heard for yourself that he's admitting that it was harmful. He's admitting that it was going to have, as he says, deleterious effect on the economy and on the children. And see, he's saying stuff like that because the average folks, especially Trump supporters, most of them reading at a third grade level. They not even gonna peep what he's saying. Hey, he lel. I know they so trifling. Lala say this is why we say these demons can't be trusted. They lie, double down on the lie, and then won't backpedal when the lie is not believed. Right. Once he saw that wasn't nobody buying that bull crap and they pointing the finger at him, he been called out. Now, well, everybody knows that when you do something draconian like a lockdown, that it's going to affect the economy and the children. So if everybody knows that, why the hell were you pushing for it? Why the hell were you pushing for it? When people were saying, hey, let's get these kids back in school, why were you up there talking about no, we don't need to put them back in school yet? Since everybody knows, Fauci. Why the hell didn't you know? Smart guy. Or is it that you only know how to victimize people? Right. Now we got him on tape saying basically that he knew this was gonna harm people and he didn't care. That's what I heard. Ain't that what y'all heard? 'Cause that's what I heard. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's it for the news today. Let's get on to the funny papers because I need to laugh, child. Every time I talk about Fauci, I be wanting to fight. I'm just saying, I be wanting to swing on somebody. So let's get to something that'll make me laugh. Okay? I need to laugh because Fauci got me wanting to slap somebody. He do. He just one of them people. He's so punchable. He's so punchable. Oh, so punchable. Mm. But anywho, let's move right along. So y'all in the funny papers, Queen Me say, shaking my head. That's why I was in the street. Me too. Anywhere I wanted to go, I went. If it was somewhere to be. Candy said, how do these people sleep at night? Dear Lord, we need you. They sleep at night because they don't serve your God. I always know that. Everybody God ain't your God. Some people serving somebody whole different than you. A whole different God than you. You got to be more careful. But we let that happen. So what can I say? What can I say? But either way, let's get into it. Uh-oh, Bedside BK, thank you for the super chat. So here's one. Larry Reed is suing Tasha K. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. I mean, I don't know what he gonna get. Cardi ain't been able to get her money. He got to get a line behind Cardi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. All I'm gonna say about Larry Reed and that is he was friends with Tasha K, which he acknowledged. So he might want to be careful, and he better hope she didn't record none of their conversation. Because she's saying that this stuff he told her. So God forbid, this lady done recorded conversations with you, Larry, and you really did say this stuff to her. You gonna be a little embarrassed. I'm just gonna say tread lightly. I would. That's why I ain't talking about it too much. I was just saying this morning. A lot of times when I hear stories, I don't say nothing right away. I be quiet and I wait and see what colors they gonna put on the wall first. All I say, he make me want to slap him with the baby powder. Ooh, yes, a good solid slap. Oh, say the notifications might be on personalized. That happened to me. Just make sure you click all. See if that'll work. Hey, Just Jules JG. So listen, first up, y'all, we got to talk about Nia Long. Y'all, pray for Nia Long. She's such a pretty lady. And she found out the way the rest of us do. These Negroes ain't no goddamn good, baby. She married to this man, and he had the audacity, and I mean the unmitigated gall, to be tricking on her with a heifer that worked for the team. She's a staffer. And I still want to see what the heifer looked like that made you cheat on Nia. Nia is gorgeous nine forever. Hey, Latasha Black, what's up, boo? Right. I don't know what she got. I can't count her money. I don't know what Tasha got. What I personally believe is Tasha still got all her money. I just think Tasha was smart enough to move her money somewhere else and good luck finding it. Now that's what I believe. She might not never be able to put nothing else in her name for the rest of her life. But I don't believe that lady that lost all her money. That just don't seem plausible. We know she didn't spend it on no lawyer, not over. However, let's get on into it. Had the nerve to cheat on Neil, y'all. Oh my God. And Mr. Udoka, come to find out, I think they say he was assistant coach. Like you ain't even nobody. Like you played in the league and you wasn't even all that. They done traded you here, there, and everywhere. This lady done been with you to San Antonio, back to Boston. And then she got to find out that your funky behind out there tricking because you done got suspended from your job because you done had an inappropriate sexual relationship with one of the staffers that works for the team. That's trifling. Well, forever engaged or whatever, since you know and I know, whether they married or just forever engaged, that hurt her feelings. And how dare he cheat on me alone? I'm going to say it again, call it anything you want to call it. How dare he cheat on me alone with somebody at the job and then she got to find out about it like that? That's even worse. That he done strung her along from 2015 to 2022. That's 7 years straight up. That's 7 years on the nose. He's dirty for that. He's a piece of trash. And tell him I said it. Ray Ray say, first of all, she from LA. She know better than to deal with any MF and Celtic. Now see, don't come there. Here you come with the Celtic hate. Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that, Ray Ray. CK says she'll always be my Debbie. I know that's right. How you doing, CK? I was so mad for her. Like I wanted to just walk up and start windmilling this dude. But I'm like, how you do this to Nia? Lala said exactly. We saw what Honor cheated with, so nothing surprises me anymore. Ain't he a decent looking dude? But that just lets you know you can't judge a book by the cover. Yeah, that's messed up. How you do that? Say Nia Long in a rap song. That man ain't gonna have any good luck at all. At all. Not for doing that to her. CK said, well, that is what Hollywood and athletes are known for. Well, guess what? Just because you happen to be an athlete, hell, he wasn't even no good athlete. So what you cheating for? Why he couldn't lead a cheating for the good athlete? There was basketball players with huge superstar careers. Why he couldn't let them do the cheating? Who asked him to do the cheating? And you up here second rate and assistant coach. I wouldn't care whether he was a very good, a medium, a moderate, or whatever. How you gonna do that to me? I don't give a damn. He's trifling. Miss MO1 said I was devastated for her, especially the way. Can you imagine that? He got to come home and tell you he got suspended from work, and you trying to be considerate, like, well, baby, what they suspended you for? Oh, I was out there tricking on you. Oh, child. This Jewel said, Shanitra, I used to go for tall, athletic men. Now I'm older and wiser. I like smart and interested in family first. Yes. Yes, ma'am. That's the best thing you need to do. Queen Me say, I love Nia. She's so beautiful and sweet. Ain't she? Yep, I heard you the first time. I don't care about that. He trifling. Lala said exactly. Nia Long is like a lot of our sisters. She ages like fine wine. So that's definitely his loss, dummy. Exactly. Because where you gonna get another Nia? Nia up there ain't aging. She got the same disorder what Angela Bassett got. They don't age. How you do something like that to her? Paige say, so you mean to tell me this fool cheating and messing with the family paycheck? I don't think so. Yes. Imagine that now. You up here trying to be supportive, like, well, what the hell they had the nerve to suspend you for a whole year. What they doing that for? They tripping, baby. What they say you did. And then that's what you got to find out he was out there doing. Thank you, Dr. J. Where is my sock full of rolled up pennies? Girl, that man there deserve a sock full of quarters. That's what he deserves. Silver dollar. Say right. He not even a first string coach. He got a lot of nerve. Let the big boys, let the people that's really somebody, let them do the tricking. You sit down somewhere. CK say she did push that dwarf down that one time and laughed at him, but that's the only thing I have against her. Well, I ain't gonna hold that against her. Not after Tory Staines came out. I understand now that some of these dwarfs can be real toxic, so ain't no telling what happened. Miss MO1 say for the rest of his dusty life, folks gonna clown him. Dude, you had Nia Long and messed that up. Big dummy. Exactly. Oh, I know y'all don't play about them about that Celtics and Lakers rivalry. I know I've been around a long time. Just trifling, a piece of trash. Nia has a beautiful soul. I saw her on Uncensored and she's aging backwards. She sure is. Just beautiful. Lala say right. He definitely deserves a bop upside the head, like in Living Color. Homie don't play that. Yeah, where's Homie the Clown? Lord CA say midget chunking is acceptable now. We got to judge them by the Tory Stain scale. If they anywhere between, the Tory Stain's level of toxic, then yes, I'm throwing them. Hey, Auntie Eva, I just couldn't believe that. I was like, this man got a whole lot of nerve. He got too much nerve for me. Too much nerve for me. Now, y'all, we got to talk about Lamar Odom. I want y'all to lift Lamar up in prayer. I don't know what's going on. I can't call it. But y'all know they finna clown Lamar within an inch of his life. Y'all know that, don't you? Y'all know it, don't you? Lamar ain't gonna make it. They gonna clown him within an inch of his life. You know, I've been trying to take up for him ever since he was on College Hill because we saw how slow he really was. And I don't know. Lamar ain't gonna make it, y'all. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I just feel like he's not gonna make it. They not gonna let him live it down. Not only would I never live it down. Kobe say Nia has a charity called Hershey for young black girls. I volunteered and met Nia and Chanel in mine and helped some young black girls. This was 10 years ago. See there? That's a beautiful lady. Candace say I was just doing a correct on my second comment. Oh, okay, baby. But I'm just saying we don't care how good he is. He is a horrible person for doing that to Neil. Yes, child. Lamar done stepped in some stuff, child. I just, Lord, why Lamar? Why, baby? Why? Y'all know I was trying to take up for Lamar because I know people be picking on him. I know people be picking on him. You know, because he like he is. I make 59 look good. Hey girl, child, you better go with that picture, hot mama. What's up, girl? Tom G say no one else wants Lamar. Is that why he's with a ma'am, sir? Beggars can't be choosers. I say, oh man. Lord, I just don't want nobody picking on Lamar. That's all. You know, I just don't want nobody picking on him. You know, he done had a hard time. He done had a hard way to go now. Oh, Lamar. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lamar. That thing just made me feel so bad. It made me just feel so bad. I just didn't know what to say. It's so terrible. So terrible. Yeah, they gonna pick on him. I know they gonna pick on him. Miss Mo1 said Lamar been needing prayer since the pay sisters got their hooks in him. Someone needs to cut the chicken foot that they threw on him. They do need to cut it. They need to cut the string on it or something or burn it. Because this is getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand is what it is. It's getting out of hand is what it's doing. Definitely giving out of hand. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because I wanted to try to pull it up where y'all can see what's going on. LEL said he felt that budge and thought it was her wallet. Y'all, I begged for him. I swear he didn't know. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Poor Lamar. Y'all know. Say we at the Lakers fan organization don't claim him no more. Don't y'all do Lamar like that. Don't y'all do him like that. Poor Lamar. Oh, that's so terrible. It's just so terrible. Y'all ain't had to do that boy like that. Don't just throw him away. I know, I know I love Nita. I hate that she's going through this mess. Oh yeah, she didn't deserve that. Hmm. Yeah, I want him to be okay. And I don't like that, he going through what he going through. All I can say is Poe Lamar. Poe Lamar. Poor child. Mm-mm-mm. So y'all want to see what's going on, or y'all don't want to see what's going on. Y'all want to see, or you don't want to see. You say he ain't been right since he put it on Big Brother and the boo boo came out. He was already not right before that happened, and we might be seeing why that happened. I'm just saying. Paige said I keep a special place in my heart for Lamar too. Bless his heart. Yeah, poor Lamar. Lord, you could just look at him and tell this poor fella, he's been neglected. He managed to make money and everything, and he was still, victimized. It's just so pitiful. It's just so pitiful. I'm a whole mama out here, so I can't help but feel bad for, when I see people that, clearly was in a bad situation. And I mean clearly in a bad situation. I ain't slow enough to think he wasn't in a bad situation. Mm-hmm. So wait just a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Got something else coming in here. Child, look here. We got to get on social media right quick. Hey Vita, happy birthday to your daughter. Look, we got to get on social media real quick, y'all. Something is happening. And I was not aware of this, but let's talk about this real quick, man. Ooh, ooh. I was going to talk about Lamar, but we got to take a sidebar. We got to take a sidebar just for a minute. Oh, yes, we do. Hmm. What do y'all see this now? Hold on. Nia and her staff and we volunteers make countless gift bags for Black foster girls. The look on their faces. That's sweet. Now, I knew I loved you for a reason. Don't worry, because I'm going to tell you what's going down. Now, this time I ain't going to hide it. Nope, I ain't. I'm not sparing nobody on this one. Because this is some juicy stuff. Wait just a minute. I didn't even see this was going on. I was too busy trying to get the news and should have been paying attention to something else. So now let's see what's going on. Yo, they say Shayla Slade alleges to be hooking up with Trey Songz and Ray J multiple times. Now Shayla Slade is a trans woman, and that's what she's saying. So let's see.
Y'all brought up the fact that I fucked Ray J and Trey Songz, bitch.
Your name is Tony. Ain't your name Tony?
Hold on, that's my brother.
Hold on, time out. Ain't your name Tony?
Hold on, time out, sis.
Now she on Bigo.
Yeah, time out, Tony.
This Bigo.
Y'all put up the fact that I fucked J and Trey Songz, but you ain't never put up.
Girl, please, you don't, bitch. I'm not the type. First of all, I'm not the type of bitch to go tell people out there. And bitch, I done had plenty of baseball players. I done had plenty of baseball players.
So y'all, she is on Bigo arguing with people and telling that she done slept with Ray. Well, we saying she, but Shayla Slade, the trans person, say she done slept with Ray J and Trey Songz. Lord, Ray J, is this why you was dyeing your hair blonde and tasting yourself and whispering and stuff? Y'all, what in the hell going on? What the hell is going on between the sheets in your home? What is happening? This is too much. I thought I was ready. I was not ready. I was not ready. What is happening? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. Oh no. Why are the mamsters telling everything? Why? I'm insecure. Like, why is this happening? Like, if y'all do y'all thing and it's normal, why you feel the need to expose it? Why you talking about it? You know what I'm saying? This supposed to be, Ja Rule them say every little thing that we do is supposed to be between me and you. Why is it out in the public? Oh my God. Say the mamsters are really doing the rounds. Yes, they're telling everything. They is telling everything. I'm so shook up. They say what now? Breaking news. Breaking news. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yes. You say everything leaking these days, including Lamar's booty on them sheets. Everything is leaking. Dr. J say lived in the ATL. Nothing shocks me. I lived there for a little while too. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, girl. All I say, like the video. Child, I don't know how exclusive it is because it's on social media, but we sure finna talk about it. If that's what's going on. If that's what's going on, we sure finna talk about it. But now hold on, let's go ahead since we jumping on social media looking at stuff. Let's take a look at this here too. Why we at it? So now I just feel like since we on here, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with y'all's cousin Lamar. With y'all cousin Lamar. They said it was some backlash or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know if I turned the sound on or not. But she said this world is for me too. I get too many D's hard. Oh my. All right, ma'am. I don't know why she decided to do that, but okay. Yep. This ma'am, sir, is in love. Go ahead, honey. I mean, I guess. Who am I to stop your game? Danielle Alexis, honey. And they up there hugged up. Lamar looking, I don't know whether he looks trapped or whether he looks happy. I can't tell. I know I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed because they're going to pick on Lamar. They're going to pick on him. So we don't know whether they were just hanging out and took some pictures or nothing, but, you know, anybody could have said anything. But then when she went and posted that and said that the world is for her too, because she get too many you know, Peter's heart. So, you know, I guess she's saying that's her man. That's what she said. I mean, what can I say? What on earth can I say? There's nothing anybody can say to that. I don't know what anybody would want to say to that. Not sword fighting. Not sword fighting. Say first the fat boys break up and that is right. Hey Vanessa Comagate, what's up, sis? Lord, Lala said maybe Ray J and Trey Songz got that empowerment too. Now you never know. You never know. This might be empowerment season. This might be empowerment season. So who am I to stand in the way of some good old fashioned empowerment? I will not stand in the way of no empowerment. I won't, because I'm not a hater. I'm not. So, child, apparently, y'all friend, the one y'all call Tom and Jerry, academics, been running his mouth. And LL Cool J felt the need to address this clown. Yes, he did. And LL had something to say. I feel like, you know, being a pioneer of rap, being old school, being real hip hop, before the clowns came out, before Frank Sinatra sang went out there singing the clowns, or whatever they calls these people that can't rap to be calling themselves rappers, before all of that took place, you know, LL was there. You know, a lot of us remember, I'm bad, I need love, mama said knock you out. You know, if there was ever a veteran, that would be him. If there was ever somebody that could call themselves a veteran, it would be LL. I'm just saying. Yeah, Lamar do look confused. But yeah, y'all friend academics was running his mouth, child, and LL had something to say. And I feel like it was very credible and relevant. So we're gonna get into that. Say Lamar already knows how to double dribble, so he'll be okay. Ooh, I'm through. COVID, I'm finna pass that. Yes, strange things for some change, baby. Yep, they got that bow wow. Okay. LJ say watching Lamar on Celebrity Big Brother, he is a simple man. And these Kardashians are 5 for 5 with running men. So our child. They up there with the pale skin juju. So I don't know how they work them chicken feet, but they sure working them. But let's get into this because I want y'all to hear what the man had to say. He had something to say. So let's get into it because I feel like he right, and I want to hear what y'all think about it. So you know, we're gonna go ahead and check him out as a family and see what they talking about, what he was talking about. Because I done heard it. Some of y'all may have, but we're gonna get into it right now. Let's get into it right now. Okay. Let me get this screen up and then let's go watch and see what he had to say. Okay. Let's go.
My attention at a DJ, and I'm not gonna say any names because I don't think it's necessary. A DJ basically said that you know, a lot of the pioneers in hip hop are, you know, they're dusty, or how can they be the pure person that you know, invented hip hop if you know, they don't have a lot of money, or if they don't look or represent like they have a lot of dough, right? Let me explain something to you, and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture. It came to my attention that a DJ, and I'm not going to say any names because I don't think it's necessary. A DJ, no one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value is a bad idea, and it's kind of like it's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture. There are artists out here. First of all, let me say this. First of all, like let's talk about like young artists, right? Who I love. I love the young artists. Let's be clear. I'm very much a guy who embraces the young artists. I believe in every generation. I believe in you. I care about you. Let me say this to you though. No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account.
Go to the next slide.
Today, you could come up with your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan. You can go find a manager. You can find an accountant. You can find somebody that means something to you, to help you. You can find a team to help your career go to the next level. When hip hop first started, there were no managers. There were no accountants that believed in it. Record companies didn't even believe in it. Nobody believed in it. How can you make a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan on something that doesn't even exist yet, that people have never even heard of? So just because a couple of these guys and girls and people out here made songs and made music and made contributions to this culture, or even dancers danced and made these contributions, just because they didn't get rich, just because they weren't able to. Today, you could come up with your 5-year plan.
So everything he's saying is valid. And I just want to stop right there because he apparently had a whole lot more to say. I'm going to let y'all go check that out on your own because I don't want to listen to the whole thing right now. But this is my whole thing. First of all, somebody need to tell academics to shut up because apparently you're not intelligent enough to hold a conversation about intelligent ideas, okay? Now, the truth of the matter is this. The ones that are making money now are only able to make money because somebody was willing to not make money to make this art form relevant. I've said it before, I say it again. If you under 40, I don't even take you seriously when it comes to hip hop. I don't, period. Now, as far as them making music, I'm always just looking for a new sound. I just want to hear something new and exciting and alive. But as far as like to sit down and try to pretend like, okay, a legend ain't a legend or a veteran ain't a veteran because they didn't make the money. The people who start things very seldom are the ones that make the money. The people who make the money are the people who come in and live off their sweat. So I just feel like at the end of the day, if you living off somebody else's sweat, you probably should watch your mouth. Straight up. The LL stay licking them lips. Yeah, he make me tired licking his lips. I know LL always talk like that. I don't call it him trying to sound intelligent. That's just how that man talk. T.I. be really trying to sound like he want us to know exactly how many books he read in prison. Miss M01 say, he really must have been pissed off because he really don't say anything and mind his business. He clearly does. He clearly does. And right, Auntie Eva, he clearly was telling the truth. Girl, Round the Way Girl was the song, wasn't it? What about that crazy song, Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag? Just all kind of crazy stuff. Like literally right now, people will call him boobies badonkadonks because of that Negro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't come in building off what somebody else already laid down and then pretend like the foundation ain't valid. But it just goes to show that academics is a whole monkey. I said it, I meant it. He's a whole clown. The one from the circus. That's the one he is because he always got his mouth open. He's always saying something disrespectful, always out of context, always off code, always off base, and yet and still he insists on opening his mouth when he has not heard anybody's zipper come open. Why is his mouth open? I shouldn't have said that. Forgive me, but he's really annoying, and somebody should tell him that. Like it's giving too much. Now, first you out here trying to help Tory Staines and had people believing you that he wasn't doing nothing wrong. He didn't leak nothing until he turned around and went to leaking stuff on little August Alsina and his flawless foundation. Now what? Now what on earth would be the excuse? And so after you took that L and you weren't smart enough to shut up, now you up here saying disrespectful stuff. Disrespectful stuff, and had to have Uncle L come out to check you. That's embarrassing. 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 So I think that's the most. I think that's all we really got today. Ain't really nothing good. Oh, I know what I forgot to tell y'all. So, oh yeah, child, what? I still will listen to I Need Love. Okay. Yep, dumb and annoying. Definitely professional troll. And right, Lala, he ain't said nothing out the way. Everything he said was on point. But y'all try, they say y'all friend, but not say going on tour next summer with the Renaissance. So I guess y'all gonna be out there with your alien superstar and your thick and your heated and your what the rest of the stuff, the soul breaker and the sofa plastic and all that. So she going on tour next summer with the Renaissance child. So I don't know whether it's gonna be just the first album, the second one, the third one, all three of them. I don't know, but she going on tour, y'all. Y'all know them tickets finna be to the moon. Them tickets for the Renaissance tour is about to be to the moon. You gonna have to sell blood, plasma, bone marrow, and a kidney to get them tickets, unless you already got money. That's what's gonna happen to you. It's about to happen. All of it is about to happen, okay? But child, that thing really shook me up with Shayla Slade saying that she done hooked up with Trey Songz and Ray J. Ooh, child. Mm-mm-mm. So listen, that's all the gossip I got because I ain't gonna make up none. I'm gonna leave that for some other people that got more nerve, and that ain't me. Okay? I'm gonna just let that be what it is. Child, why is somebody in the media talking about the situation with Udoka cheating on Nia is more complex than an office affair, and you'll find out shortly when you find the woman or women are, when you find out who they are. Ooh, what the hell? Mm-mm-mm. Child, this is about to be off the chain. I can't wait for that gossip to come out. And y'all know we're going to be right here to drag his funky tail. We's gonna drag him. We's gonna drag him. Mm-mm-mm. So anyway, y'all, let me get up off of here. That's all the gossip. That's all the news. We done covered it all. Let me get a few more y'all comments, and then we up out of here. Needs to say, "Oh yes, Galaxy tickets." Clearly, that's what it's gonna be for the Renaissance tour. Vanessa say, "Not surprising with Ray J. He be so high most of the time." Yeah, yeah, yeah. That that could be what it is. That could be. I don't know, but that's what they say. Catherine say next summer, just in time for everybody to get their coins together. In what economy? Hey, Lala say I support Miss Carter and all her endeavors. However, I'm trying to buy some land, so I will not be able to afford the ticket prices. I wish her success, though. Me too. Me too. I want Sade to go. Listen, if Sade going concert COVID, we got to roll out. We got to roll out. I'm gonna buy some good edge control and slick my hair back in a ponytail and put on an industrial size girdle and I'm rolling. We gonna roll out if Sade go in concert. That's for real. Right. We our people really got to get their priorities straight. But you know she gonna sell out, and there's gonna be a lot of our people in there throwing their money at Miss Carter, and Miss Carter already got all the money, but they're gonna give her theirs too. So there it is, y'all. There it is. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. So listen, the flyer is up for our second annual masquerade ball. This year's theme is the Great Gatsby, the Roaring Twenties, the Prohibition era, the whole Harlem Nights theme or whatever. So I want to see all y'all go ahead and get jazzy, get classy. Come with your looks, your fits. If you want to do a mask, a costume, elaborate, whatever, We here for all of it. We want to see all of it. We want to see y'all at the party. So I will be promoting it coming up all the way up until October the 8th. Okay, so just be ready because we're gonna have a good time and we definitely gonna see who wins the costume contest. I want to see which one of the lovely ladies is gonna bring it. Last year's winner is the beautiful CC Miller. That's when she was crowned with the title, the beautiful CC Miller. If y'all notice, I don't address her unless I call her by her rightful title. Okay, because it ain't finna be another opinion more moment for me. I'm gonna call the person by their rightful title, the beautiful CC Miller, because she showed up and showed out at last year's first annual masquerade ball. So that will be going down on the 8th. Also, y'all, you can get your dream journals and your Bible study notes because they are on Amazon. The link is in the description box below the video. And you can also go to Amazon and just type my first name and they will both come up. Next week, you know I'm getting ready to beg. You know I'm getting ready to beg. I ain't too proud to beg. Y'all hit that like button for me. We got 3 free buttons, and I'm begging y'all to get all the free stuff. Now, if you want to join channel membership, that's a whole nother thing, and the link is in the description box. And there's also a join button below the video. And if you go to the main channel for our page, and click the membership tab, it's over there too. And we'll be glad to have you so you can take part in all of our parties and events because you know we be lit. Okay, so it's going down. Also, the free button. The like button don't cost you a thing, but I'm telling y'all it helps me out big time. So please, please, please hit that like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. The notification bell is also free. Click the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live on this porch. Hopefully, and please, your subscribe button. Make sure you hit that one too. It don't cost you a thing. And y'all know YouTube sometimes unsubscribe people, so double check and make sure that you still subscribed. If your subscribe button is red, that means you are not. Click it and turn that bad boy gray. We happy to have you. Everybody is welcome. Come again and come often. So now that all that's been said, I'm about to get up off of here, try to find my tail something to eat. Okay, I need something to eat. And if don't nobody else tell you, I'm gonna tell you. Remember, y'all, this is Thursday. I hope you did your random acts of kindness. If you haven't, the sun is not down yet. Go and get it done. And please, please know, God loves you. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.